Hey, my name is Aries, and I've been documenting my journey to get fit-ish for a while now. Most recent part of the journey is starting Mounjaro, as per my doctor's recommendations. I have been struggling with my weight for the last 5 years. I used to be super fit and healthy, and I used to run half marathons and worked out daily and lived in a body I loved. And then the pandemic hit, life hit, and now I'm here, struggling at nearly 40 to get it all back off. I have been working out every single day for the last 300 days. I can't believe that today is day 300. Of at least 45 minutes a day. That started off with a journey of trying to work up to 75 hard, which I never fully did the 75 hard. Instead, I transitioned into just daily workouts, 45 minutes a day. I drink a lot of water, and I eat protein-focused meals. For quite a while, I have been doing everything right, and the breaking point to push me to get help from my doctor was the fact that a dietitian looked at me and said, "You're doing everything I would tell somebody to do." So that's when my doctor decided to say, let's try Mounjaro. She was between Ozempic or Mounjaro, and I had been severely dealing with joint pain in my hips, my knees, my feet. If I did a workout, I would then hobble after a short period of not being on my feet. If I was sitting down for any period of time at work or at home and got up to, anywhere, just got up, I would have to limp until my hips started wanting to move again. It was excruciating and it was constant. And so I asked her if either would be better for joint pain, and she said Mounjaro would be. And boy, was she right. I did not expect it to work so quickly. So this is my 1 week update on being on Mounjaro. I am doing the 2.5 milligram dose, and I am blown away by the results so far. I've already done a video recapping my first 3 days because I wanted to really capture that moment, that joy, that shock before the end of the week, because I didn't know how it was going to go. And now I'm glad I did, because although I am still super, super excited and stoked and so grateful to be where I am, things did peter out. So one of the big changes was my joint pain is gone. And at first I thought it was a fluke, and it was hard to gauge, and why I didn't mention it in that previous video is that I had muscle soreness from doing a strength workout. So my leg muscles were very sore. So I still had pain walking, but I could tell it wasn't the same kind of pain. And so now that the muscle soreness is gone, I can tell that the joint pain is in fact gone as well. And that is just insane, because I'd been dealing with it for quite a while. So muscle pain gone. I couldn't believe how quickly the medication suppressed my appetite, how quickly it quieted the food noise that I didn't even realize was as bad as it was. I can't believe how quickly it has transformed the way I think about food and everything. And like I said, I already focused on protein-rich and good food. We do HelloFresh, so the meals are usually very well portioned out and balanced in the ways of what goes in it. So it's not like I needed to drastically change, but I have completely cut out sweets because I don't really need them. The closest I got was at the end of the week. I did come home wanting a sweet, so I had a protein bar. And that's it. So yeah, week started off super, super strong, and I was amazed. As the week went on and the closer I got to my next injection day, I did notice that the effects were wearing down. So it started with just little tinges of wanting something instead of logically thinking about needing something. But I was still able to say, no, pick the better thing instead. And then what I could eat was still diminished as I got closer. So that maybe started happening around, I did my shot Sunday night, went to sleep. So basically Monday was my first day. Tuesday was good. Wednesday was good. Thursday was good. Thursday was the first day that it actually started to like, but it still wasn't bad. And then Friday was the first day that it was like, I'm cooking things because I want it to taste good. And I am enjoying that, but I also still had smaller portions. Saturday was a little more of wanting taste, and portion sizes were still controlled. And then Sunday, same thing. We actually went out for dinner and got a burger. Again, I couldn't finish the burger. I got a Caesar salad on the side. I did have a little bit of my husband's poutine. So like I did indulge a little bit more, but again, my portion sizes were still smaller than previous Mounjaro, but definitely bigger than the start of the week. So definitely a decrease in the effectiveness of the drug by the end of the week, but I'm not worried about that because I can eat so little at the start that eating a little bit more at the end of the week just kind of evens out the weekly caloric deficit because I'm still well under what I was eating before. And I've been tracking everything in FitnessPal, and for their recommendations of trying to get down to my goal, I'm still at that target or just under or just over, depending on the day. So I feel like it's fine that the noise has creeped in a little bit at the end of the week. I'm not panicking over it. I don't think I need to like live with no noise at all because I don't want to stay on this drug forever. If I can help it, we'll see because it's very early days. But I don't want to have to go through life expecting never to have a craving, right? So I'm trying to, this is a tool to get me down to where I want to be and then build the habits up and, get used to the choices and be able to easily say yes, no, needed, not needed. These are the portion size that I'm used to, that kind of stuff. So very, very, very happy with how the week went. After talking to a few people that I work with who are on similar medications, they asked what site I injected in, and they suggested, or they said that site for them isn't the greatest. So because my first shot was in my thigh, I had already planned on trying all three places before just, deciding where to go next, I guess. So this second shot that I did last night is into my stomach instead of the thigh. So we'll see if that changes how things go throughout the week. Also, I'm assuming the more shots I take, the more residual will be in my body, the more that compounds onto each other. So I don't know if it'll be a full, oh, this one's better because the next one I'm going to do in my arms, which again is going to be my third shot, which means there's still residual. I'm not I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. So that's just what I'm assuming. So yeah, stomach injection this time. Again, didn't feel anything, didn't hurt. I got my husband to watch me this time so that he could see what it was like and prepare for doing my arm next time. And yeah, everything went well. As per results or the scale aspect of this, I know that the scale isn't always going to be the only marker that I need to use. But it is the most, like, I don't know, quantifiable, I guess. I did do before pictures, but I'm only going to do those every month. And yeah, so I do weigh myself daily as like a data, just it is what it is. If I'm up, I'm up. If I'm down, I'm down. It doesn't affect my day. It never has. I just like the consistency, because if you're only ever weighing yourself every other day, you might weigh yourself on that one day where you have a spike and then you think you're not doing everything right. So, but again, everyone's relationship with the scale is totally different. This is just the way that I work best, is I do it daily. On Monday of last week, when I started this journey, I weighed in at 240.2 pounds. This morning when I got on the scale, I weighed 230.7 pounds. So that's a total loss of 9.5 pounds in 1 week. What? I have been struggling to lose the same 5 pounds for like a year. I will lose it, I will gain it. I will lose it, I will gain it. And I'm down 9.5 pounds in 1 week. I'm just blown away. Now, today I did have an increase by 0.1 pounds. So yesterday I was down 9.6 pounds. Today it's 9.5 pounds, and that's okay. Like I said, I don't need everything to be perfect. I don't need the drug to be full effect all week long. The effects and the help that it is giving me is miles ahead of where I was before. And the other benefits, like the no joint pain, I feel like I have more energy because my thoughts aren't focused on food is huge. So it feels like I have more energy because I have more mental space to focus on things. I just the joy of like the potential of what can come, and the prospect of where this will take me is amazing. So I am very, very grateful. I am very excited. 9.5 pounds is nothing to joke about. That's a crazy number to start off with. I know it's going to peter out, that usually there's a big loss at the beginning, and then it kind of peters out to a healthier loss, and that's great. So I'm looking forward to that. I am so excited of where this has been, how the month or the week has gone, and looking forward to the next week. So thank you so much for joining me on this. For everybody who's new here, I thank you so much for clicking subscribe. It means the world to me to know that so many people want to support me and follow along on this journey. I am so grateful for you. And yeah, thank you all. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.